Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master. And I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hey.
And Nate Brass.
Goodbye.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game, published by Evil Hat Productions. And, guys, that's 45 episodes where I've read that intro, and I don't think there's going to be a ton more, with especially with how we left things off last week, because things are looking a little rough for you guys, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say, we're all going to die. So I guess this might just be the last episode and we're going to lose, guys.
That's possible.
Stuff to
I'm not
think
going to
about.
say it's not the last episode. Do you guys feel like okay about the job and where things are heading and feel good about your chances of success?
No, I hate you. Why do you keep killing my robot friends?
Honestly, I am feeling good about our chances of success.
Yeah,
I
you're
rolled a
feeling
6
confident?
on that sway, so that's good.
Pretty solidly. I don't know. Everything always just seems to work out.
Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. But before we get into our game, I do have a simple question for the three of you that I would like to know your answers to. My question is this. It's an A or B question. You must choose one of these options. I will not accept some, well, I actually want to do this third thing. No, not allowed. The question is, hotel or Airbnb?
It does depend on the situation a little bit. But if it's with a group of people, Airbnb normally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, generally Airbnb, because I can find goofy, cheap options, but I can also use that for nicer places.
Nicer places. I mean, inevitably, they always charge some extra fee to make it about the same amount. But, it tends to be a nicer place.
Hotel, because someone else has to clean up after me. And I come back and my bed's just made and new sheets are on it and it's cool.
I agree with Nate. I am a hotel guy through and through. Especially when Airbnb hosts can be super weird about things. I saw a post on social media today, and this is part of what inspired me to ask this question, about an Airbnb host who locked the thermostat at 80 degrees and would not let guests adjust it. And I'm like,
that's fucked up.
No.
Yeah. Okay. If I ever had that happen to me, I might be changing my answer.
I've never personally had these experiences, and I've used a whole bunch of Airbnbs, and they've all worked out just fine for me personally. So, I'll be damned. I'm gonna roll it until I have a shitty experience.
I think you are right about something, though, Zach. Is that if I'm on a group trip and the idea is that, we all want to split a place, then Airbnb's the sensible answer for that kind of thing. But solo travel, there's something that's almost spooky about Airbnb to me, traveling alone. Being in somebody else's house all by yourself, you don't know what's down in the basement or whatever.
It does feel more intrusive when you're by yourself in an Airbnb.
100%, yeah.
Because you always pretend that they just like live here and away for the weekend, when in reality they never fucking ever go to this property unless they have to.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I did a Airbnb by myself one time, and the ceiling was collapsing, and it was like, this isn't really okay.
And yet you still chose Airbnb.
Yeah, well, I managed to find another Airbnb place. So, the situation was resolved. The other guy who was there to stay at that place tried to convince me to team up with him and sue, but...
And don't pretend like you've never been to a shitty hotel.
Yeah, none with the ceiling collapsing, in all fairness.
That's true, but I've been to some fucking hotels that, weren't great.
I mean, literally, like, my standards for hotels are, if I'm not bringing home bed bugs, it's a win,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's fair. I feel like I get better standards than that at least every single Airbnb that I've ever used.
But did they have maids?
I don't love a nice hotel. I think that's the issue, right?
You're a monster.
Hotels are mid. They're always a little soulless, and it just kind of bothers me.
That's part of the charm.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't get. I don't get that part.
Honestly, I think I can really see both sides to this argument.
I think I can, but I think I know why I picked Airbnb, and it's because the soulless emptiness of hotels is just not my vibe, and then there's other mitigating factors.
I'm never intruding on a soulless environment. If there's too much soul in your Airbnb,
dude, I'm not
feel
intruding.
uncomfortable.
I'm
That's
literally
ghosts,
paying.
Dom.
I am paying to be there. That's called ghosts. Fuck you.
Have you guys ever stayed at a hostel?
No, I would though, 100%.
You would?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd try it.
Yeah, Becky and I are doing some international travel in a few weeks from when we're recording this, and we wound up booking hotels for the entire thing. But like, there was a moment where I was considering, Airbnb or staying at a hostel for that. But I don't know, like, staying at a hotel, I just feel like I know what I can expect,
It's safe.
It is. Yes, it makes me feel safe. There's never been a movie about a haunted hotel. Not a single one.
Wait a second, Mike.
I'm with Dom. I like a little character where I'm staying. And I think hostels would have some character. Maybe they would be more characters.
Yeah. We both made.
Yes, we both made the same dumb joke.
That's why we've been friends for 20 years. So. You guys ready to play?
Can we chit chat for another 10 minutes?
Welcome to the Procyon sector. Once, Razor was a feared hunter of apex predators. Once, Choss was a respected pilot and racer. Once, Yorbra Rahim was a valued explorer and scholar. All of that has changed at the hands of our bounty hunter heroes, Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus. And now these two trios stand against each other as chaos and conflict erupt around them on SB-176. And our heroes' friends and allies are caught in the crossfire. Stress and harm are at an all-time high. How will our heroes possibly prevail and once more fly free aboard the Phoenix 13? Let's start off with setting the scene a little bit. You guys are on SB-176, the asteroid headquarters of the Guild of Engineers, as war has erupted around you. You can look up into the sky, into space itself, and you see the large warship of Conclave 01, the Rana Dayu, with the Prime at the helm, fighting off the ships of the Guild of Engineers as a distraction for you guys to infiltrate and get your jobs done. There is debris falling down around you from destroyed ships and damaged structures collapsing down to the asteroid below. In the middle of all this, you see a downed spaceship in front of you. Crawling out of it, the Banshee and Jerry, two of your allies. And standing over them are these three fucks that have been irritating you since literally the first episode of this series. Razor, Choss, and your Bra Rahim, all with guns, pistols, drawn and aimed at you. You guys are pretty battered up. Let's take a quick inventory. How much harm do each of you have, and how much stress left do you have to give before you've got nothing left? Let's start with the captain.
Starting with my stress, I have 2 left. And I currently have a level 2 harm.
That was like the laughing sickness that you had.
Oh, that's right. Laughing sickness. Oh.
So what is that harm?
Well, uncontrollable laughter at bad times, I guess, right?
Yeah, from the backfiring artifact that you guys brought in. Cypher, how are you looking?
I have 1 stress point before I'm stressed out, and 3 harms of 5.
3 harms.
Oof.
You are zapped, you have phantom pain, and you have phantom laughter because you are getting these like psychosomatic harms when your friends get harmed. Pretty bad. And how about Gorpheus?
Yeah, I have 1 more stress, and I am going to go unconscious. And I have a second level pain marked Holy Hand. Guy shot a hole in my hand.
Yes, that kind of holy. Yeah, things are looking pretty bad for you. And the 3 guys in front of you look more or less fine.
It's a good thing they're huge pussies, but like, still, this is dire.
These 3 step forward. Razor literally steps on the hand of the Banshee as she is like reaching forward, trying to crawl out of the rubble that she is trapped under. And she just grunts as he puts his full weight on her hand. And he has like a sadistic look as he's staring right at you, Crash.
Oh, hey, guys. This isn't the best time. Are you sure you don't want to reschedule? We're kind of in the middle of something.
No, Crash, Razor says. We don't want to reschedule. This is the perfect time for us to settle our unfinished business.
You know, speaking of, when did you guys start working together? Like, This is new, right? I didn't, I'm not forgetting something, am I?
Yeah, it's pretty new. This is like our first real job together, you could say, but I like these guys' vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Have you guys thought of like a team name yet? Because I'm thinking second placers would be a really good one.
Ooh, that's good.
Shut up, Cypher. Of course we have a team name. It's really cool and badass too. And Choss looks over to Yorbra Rahim, who's like, yes, we have a team name. Our team name is the Unicorn
Ooh.
21.
All right, that's not.
Okay. I get what they're doing here.
That's your
Unicorn 21,
team name? Hold on. So wait, that's your team
The
name.
crew of the Unicorn 21.
Yeah, the crew of the Unicorn 21.
So wait, why is
That's
it
a weird
21?
team name. See, because
Yeah, why 21?
No, let me explain.
That's not like do you think that's like our team name? No. We don't have a team name. That's just what people call us.
That's the same thing. What people call you is a team name, okay?
I think that's fine, but like nobody calls you that. 1, 2. Why is it 21? I feel like you don't know why it's the Phoenix 13. This is what's bothering me.
Of course we know why it's 21. Tell him, Razor. Yeah, it's 21 because blackjack.
I want to shoot Choss in the knee.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop him. No, this is totally appropriate to me. I was actually waiting for
like fuck these guys.
I was waiting for Crash to fucking stun drunk. What's his name again?
So, Jerry's totally a player character in this situation. Can he spend stress to aid me?
I think that's only fair.
Jerry is technically a player character, but he is incapacitated at the moment.
Ooh, that seems unfair.
But Cypher, give me an action roll for trying to shoot Choss in the kneecap.
Okay. What is our position?
We'll say risky.
And what would you say is my effect?
Just to recap, effect is based off of a few factors, such as, tier of equipment, scale of conflict, your just general power level. And you guys are a tier 1 crew. The Unicorn 21 is a tier 0 crew.
Fuck.
That's what I like
yeah.
to hear.
Let's
So
go.
you guys have the advantage here. Let's call this risky great.
Hey, Dom, which hand of yours was shot through?
My sword hand.
What is that, left or right?
I guess it's right. We're going with right, but like I haven't defined a sword hand, but it was definitely my sword hand. That was the point.
What rank was your Phantom Pain, Cypher?
It is rank 1 for the hand.
Okay, so that is going to be reduced then to standard effect. Because I think the Phantom Pain in your hand is going to affect your shot here.
Do you have any devil's bargains for me?
My devil's bargain for you is that arriving on the scene here, like as the shootout begins, are a couple of independent reporters for the Galactic or for the Hegemonic News Network.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they are going to be documenting this firefight. That will increase your heat at the end of this job, which is already going to be pretty considerable. And might have some additional effects too, depending on how things play out.
Done. I rolled a 5.
A5. You do it, but there is a consequence. So you blast Choss in the knee, in the same knee that you always get injured. So now he
Justice.
knows how it feels. And he, immediately falls to the ground, clutching his leg. Get that filthy Urabot! He is effectively out of this fight.
Beat me in a race now, huh? I've raced you with a bad knee.
Razor and your bra Rahim start opening fire. Blam, blam, blam. Laser pistol shots. You guys are able to scatter to the rubble cover that is sort of filling this sort of courtyard area that you're in. As you see reporters and camera people just suddenly swarming out of nowhere on the scene. You see a lady in a stylish jumpsuit, one-piece jumpsuit, and her hair up in a silver bun. And she says, Stacy Weathers on the scene, reporting live from SB 176. It seems that there is a shootout breaking out here between, it looks like the crew of the Phoenix 13 and some others as well.
Yeah, they're just others.
Razor, as he's peeking out from the cover here, goes, we're the unicorn something, and fires back at you guys. The consequence of this roll is that I'm gonna put you... No, I'm not going to put you in a desperate situation. What I'm going to say happens here is that in this commotion, the Banshee and Jerry do get out from under the rubble, but they seem extremely dazed, and confused in this moment. And Razor grabs Jerry and starts using him as a human shield.
Fuck.
All right, guys, we gotta take them out so we can steal their ship.
All right.
Okay, yeah, but we gotta be careful. We don't want to kill Jerry.
Well, of course not.
I don't really know Jerry that well. Honestly, I always liked you way better, Cypher, than Gorpheus. Gorpheus isn't even that cool of a guy. I don't really even, if you guys are ever looking to replace him, I actually think I could really offer more to this crew. I mean, the captain's already pretty good at fighting. I don't really like him either. I actually know a guy. You could be
captain. You know what? You're right. Let's kill Jerry.
The muscle.
Zach, what part of Jerry is dazed and confused? Don't you understand?
Oh, no. This is flashbacks.
Well, no. But this is the flashback. This is a flashback, and this is exactly how I remember Jerry. So yeah, I think this all tracks. I remember him not liking me, and not being crazy about it.
Let Jerry get hurt. Jerry's a really, really cool dude.
Okay, I'm going to disagree with that part. He's not very cool at all. He kind of sucks. But I don't think we should, kill him.
He helped us blow up the rock. That was awesome.
I didn't like Eddie. We didn't get along. Anyway, just what I think we should do. I don't know. I'll get a shield and break some cover and just try to see if you can... Oh, yeah. Use the drugs against...
Yes, I know.
Because we know he has a huge Razor, he has a huge weakness to drugs. And if that way you accidentally hit Jerry, whatever, he passes out.
You're right. That is a good point. But I was going to say, you should go after your Bra Rahim, and then hopefully, we can make a distraction, and then I can try and shoot him with the drugs.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? So, Gorpheus is going to use his psychomagnetic powers to grab a piece of metal, just like a big plate of metal. I'm sure I can find something around here with all the debris. And I just start walking towards them with my sword taken out. And I'm just slowly closing the distance as they're shooting at me.
Okay, give me an action roll here to see how well you can approach defensively.
I don't know if you know. I'm just gonna do scrap. If there's one that you think makes more sense, let me know.
Yeah, I think scrap works for that.
Okay, so let's say risky standard or what?
Yeah, because you have a holy hand, which I think would affect your ability on this to wield your sword. So yeah, let's call this risky standard.
That's a 6.
Stab him.
That's a 6, dude.
That's a 6. You remember Yorbra Rahim was an unexceptional marksman.
Yes, I do.
Your time with him. And like he's just full on missing your shield that you've created, just like going wide, like going short. It almost seems like he's kind of uncomfortable with the gun in his hand, and as he gets close to you, he full on just like tosses the gun away and like gets into a fisticuff stance, and maybe he's more comfortable that way, but like you are able to full on charge him. What do you think you do?
I think I shoot the piece of metal at Razor, and then I charge your bra Rahim, and I just cut off one of his arms.
You send a piece of metal flying at Razor as you sort of explode the shield that you had created out, and it gets Razor like right in the outer thigh, and he goes, ugh. And as this happens, your bra Rahim just takes like a really sloppy punch at you, and you easily dodge it. Even with your injured hand, you get a strong grip on your crystalline sword, sending it lashing upwards as you duck, and your bra Rahim's arm just goes like flying into the distance. And he's like clutching the stump now.
Okay, so before I take any action, I'm waiting on Razor to be
Yeah, what happens with Razor and the so like I want to try and take advantage of the situation
for sure.
with Razor.
He is distracted for a moment. You have like a good opening here.
Yeah, so I want to try and shoot him in the eye with the knockout drug.
Oh, in the eye? Oh my gosh.
He could join the eye patch. Look, I lost an eye, cyber patch. And I'm thinking, this is a bounty hunter thing, my guy.
It's a rite of passage.
You mess with fire and you lose an eye.
Okay, so let's get an action roll for that. What skill are you using?
Scrap. I'm shooting him in the eye.
Yeah. This would be... So I would set it at risky standard because he's got Jerry as a shield here. You can use the opening from Gorpheus basically as like a free aid, I'll say. I know that's not raw. I'm just rolling with it. So you can either increase it to great effect or give yourself a bonus die.
I'm going to do great effect.
Cool. Give me a risky great scrap roll.
Oh my god.
No.
What?
Oh, it was a 3.
What?
That
Who
is
this
a
guy?
3.
Oh, I needed that extra die.
He's immune to drugs now.
Yeah. Luckily, this was just the knockout drugs, right?
Yeah.
Things go badly. You suffer harm. A complication occurs. You end up in a desperate position. You lose this opportunity. I think the most obvious thing that happens here is you just get Jerry like right in the neck, and the knockout drugs just instantly go into his system, and he is out and will be out for a while.
Well, oops.
You can hear Stacy Weathers in the background. You can see this horrific violence. That Xeno just cut off a man's arm. An innocent human man is now mutilated forever.
Wow. Okay, he's a human, so he's innocent. Ridiculous. So fucking racist, dude.
You do have negative status with the hegemonic news network. They are not trying to make you guys look good right now.
Yeah, no, Stacey Weathers is a monster, and I know this.
I'm sure you've told us a bunch of times that you're Raheem's human, but I just always imagine him as a blue person.
I always I thought like a Kit Fisto like kind of squid guy, like a sexy squid compared to Gorpheus's dwarven squid.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying, and that's fucked up, by the way. Squids are sexy, too. I will say Gorpheus is in a bit of a weird situation now because your attack missed. I just threw away my defense. So, something to think about.
Look, it's okay. I can charge him.
Yeah, I guess we just charge Razor.
What is Cypher doing in this moment?
I want to sneak over to their spaceship.
Yeah, you see that the Unicorn 21, as it has apparently been named, is sitting not too far away from you. You can definitely try to make your way over there.
It's got like a different name written across the side, like the Revenge Star.
Can I like hotwire it?
Give me an action roll to get over there unharmed in the middle of this firefight.
I'm gonna scramble like I've never scrambled before.
Yeah. If you were just trying to like sprint over there, for sure. Give me a risky scramble roll. You don't have any leg-based harm for once, do you?
I don't. I can sprint.
Oh, but you know who does, Joss? You're good. Your dude can't catch up to you. It's fine. This works out perfectly.
So give me a risky great scramble.
That is a 4.
That is a 4. So you are able to, pump your circuits harder than they've ever been pumped before, and just sprint over through the battlefield, through the falling debris, and make it over to the Unicorn 21. I'm going to give you a choice here of what the consequence is here. You can either, in your efforts, bump into the dazed Banshee and like cause her some problems as she sort of stumbles as you plow into her, or we can say that you take a slightly longer route around the Banshee instead of through her. But as this is happening, the Ranadayu will take a shot up in the sky.
I thought you were gonna say your piston in your leg breaks and you take a run to your
That's
leg
better.
as
That's
you get
better.
there.
Tyler, edit that out.
I'm gonna give the Banshee a concussion.
Yeah, which
way.
easily, you knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah, so you just like plow through the Banshee, who is clearly like not fully aware of the situation, and she falls to the ground, and she does like hit her head pretty good on a piece of rubble, but you do make it to the Unicorn 21. The the door opens for you and you are able to board the ship. And I'm assuming you're making your way to the helm.
Yes, sir.
And you start making your way to the helm. Gorpheus, what are you doing? Yorbra Rahim is at your feet, screaming in pain with a severed arm.
It doesn't look like Razor has turned his gun to me.
I mean, not in this exact moment, depending on what you do and how you roll. Like,
God damn it. Okay, I'll tackle Razor. I don't want Yorbra Rahim to die. My bad, dude.
Give me an action roll to tackle Razor.
I'm just gonna make a scrap roll.
Sure. I think a tackle, the pain in your hand does not come into effect particularly. So I'm not going to reduce your dice from that, but I will reduce your effect level from Jerry being a human shield. So give me a risky standard scrap.
That's 4.
That is a 4. You tackle Razor to the ground. He, rolls over the debris with you. He drops Jerry. Jerry slumps to the ground unconscious. And you are on top of Razor. You get like a really good punch across the jaw, but he is able to squeeze his trigger as you are on top of him. Blam! Right in the gut. And that would be a level 2 harm.
Now, I didn't see that happen. Do I still get that as well?
Phantom pain.
Oh, yes, you do, Cypher.
Oh, God, that's so rough. You are gonna die.
As you are starting to hotwire the vehicle, you suddenly feel just this horrible, uncomfortable warmth filling your chest cavity. Cypher, that is going to be a level 1 harm for you, and a level 2 harm for Gorpheus.
Cypher resist consequences on that? Is that like...
Oh, wait, shit. Can I resist consequences on that? Oh, wait, I have to take stress to resist consequences, don't I?
There is a chance you don't take stress. There's a chance you clear stress.
Ooh, how's that work?
You just got to crit on your resistance roll. How lucky do you feel?
I don't feel that lucky, but I'm so deeply tempted to do it anyway.
But if you stress out, you're out for the rest of the...
I know. This is so bad.
I mean, you can do it. I'm just saying,
The resistance is based off of the type of consequence. Because this is like physical harm, you would need to make a prowess roll, a prowess resistance.
And I'd have to roll a 6 to not take any stress, right?
That's right. You take 6 stress minus the highest result that you get on the dice. If you crit, if you get 2 6s, you actually clear 1 stress.
Can you use a gambit on this?
If you have 2 inventory slots available, you can also mark armor.
I'm going to mark armor.
Tell me about this armor that you're wearing.
I imagine that just under my cloak, it's a hodgepodge of sort of decommissioned old military unit stuff and like merc, like arm pads strapped on. I think it's just sort of standard, a little bit out of date military grade armor. Like just bulletproof, like laser proof. But a good shot to it is going to make the whole armor compromised.
Yeah, especially a good point blank shot.
He was wearing a bulletproof vest all along.
So, Gorpheus, by marking those 2 armor segments on your load, you are going to reduce that from a level 2 harm to a level 1 harm. Injured chest. Because that was a level 1 harm, Cypher, you will not take any harm.
Yes.
Oh, that was so important.
Yeah.
You
I know.
feel this sudden warmth fill your chest, Cypher, but then it passes. You know one of your friends must have been hurt slightly, but the pain for you is just temporary.
I mean, it's just Razor. What?
Fuck this guy. Was about to take a level 2 harm. I clutched us out of it. Whatever, dude.
Crash, you see this happen. You see Gorpheus tackle Razor to the ground, but then Razor shoots Gorpheus. I think Gorpheus instinctively rolls over a little bit when that happens, giving
I think so.
Razor a brief moment to try and start crawling away, but you are able to get over there. What do you do?
I'm gonna incapacitate him by shooting him, but not lethally. I want to,
I just want to knock him out with the laser.
I'm not trying to put Razor out of his misery here. But I'm going to probably shoot out the shoulder side of his good arm. So good luck crawling or shooting or anything. He's already on the ground injured.
Crash, you walk over to Razor as he's trying to crawl away, and you shoot him in his right shoulder. And he rolls over onto his back, recoiling. And you can see tears are in his eyes. Not again! I can't believe it! Not again! Not to you! Not to you!
Oh, Razor. I hate to say it. Man, I'm sorry, but I feel bad for you. You're the worst bounty hunter I've ever met.
Razor dies.
Crash, give me an action roll.
I wanna say, so I guess I'm gonna sway.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use a gambit.
Make him quit.
He's like, no, I'm not gonna sway. I'm just gonna
Make him
fucking
quit.
scrap. Just beat him to death with my words.
Give me a controlled great sway as you tell Razor you feel bad for him.
All right, guys. This is when we need that 6. All right, well, it was a 5.
All right.
As you say this, Crash, you look down at Razor and you see what a little pathetic, sad man this is. And he may have once been a big fish in a little pond, but now he realizes he is a little fish in a big sector of the galaxy. There's part of him that is accepting this, but part of him that still wishes to reject this, to cling to what delusions of grandeur he once had. You can either hesitate, pull back, and let Razor continue living the way he's living. Or you can double down, make him change, but suffer some sort of consequence. What does Crash do?
I'm gonna have to double down. I've seen this man suffer enough. It started with Razor. It ends with Razor.
Razor just curls up in the fetal position and silently sobs. And Crash, you look up and you see every camera of the hegemonic news network pointed at you, filming you, broadcasting you. standing over this pathetic excuse of a man and making him suffer.
Making him suffer. I just spared his life.
That's not how the HNN is going to play this story.
Well, that's fair enough.
You can already see the edits of this footage just showing you as a heartless, cold-blooded pirate.
Oh, Crash definitely does not have the foresight to see he definitely, if anything, probably is just like, cool, they captured this.
Smiles at the camera, gives a big thumbs up, and then runs to the ship.
Yeah, exactly.
So Gorpheus and Crash, you see that Cypher has made it to the ship. You see the Unicorn 21 booting up. You also see Jerry unconscious on the ground, and the Banshee dazed and looking maybe pretty injured between the Crash and Cypher barreling through her. What do you guys do?
Okay, so I'm thinking, should we do preliminary first aid on all these guys we just maimed, and then we can help the Banshee onto the ship and make our getaway?
No. We're gonna do first aid on. No. We need to get the Banshee, and I guess we'll bring Jerry onto the ship.
Okay. My bad. Yeah, we can take Jerry.
Look, she'll be mad at me if we leave him here.
Yeah, you're right. It's good. No, we should save Jerry. He's a living being. I would never want to abandon him to his fate.
Yeah, but anyway, we can leave Rahim. If you want, you can spit on him before we go. I'll turn around so you can just say you never did it and act offended. But I'm turning around now, so if you want to do it, like
Captain, I don't want to do that. That's weird.
Yeah, no, I know. I totally know you don't want to do that.
Captain, I just cut off his arm. He is gonna hate me forever. I really don't need to spit on him.
Do it. I'm gonna. All right, there you go. You had enough time.
Okay, I'm gonna put a tourniquet on your bra, Rahim.
Is there a honk on this thing? Can I honk at them?
Cypher, the Unicorn 21, if the Phoenix 13 was a taxi tow truck, this is like a 16-wheeler that got turned into a spaceship. So it has like a full-on like trucker horn that you can pull.
A full cargo bay, but no bathroom.
Yeah. Gorpheus, you turn your attention to your bra Rahim on the ground, barely clinging to consciousness, clutching his horribly wounded, severed arm to his chest. And as you approach him, he looks up at you groggily, and he just says, No, not you. I don't want anything from you.
You're not getting anything from me. Think about this is the universe, okay? The universe is answering you. It's not me. I'm just a guy. Don't worry about me. Okay, what do you need right now? You need to stop bleeding to death. So I'm going to do that just real quick.
No. And he's like rolling away from you.
That's such a funny image. I want to reach him spiritually just to calm him down so that he will let him not bleed to death.
And as you connect with your bra Rahim on a truly spiritual level, with the new way, you sense from him a deep, deep hatred. But it is not directed at you, Gorpheus. This is self-loathing. This is shame. This is regret. This is wishing he could do everything, anything differently, but knowing that he can't.
I guess what I want to transmit to him through my emotional state best I can, and through my way to interact with the way I want to communicate these same feelings. I want to communicate Gorpheus's shame and showing that it's directed towards a long life of violence and not being able to be a chill hippie guy that he tries to pretend to be, but it's mostly just going around doing violence, engaging in violence, and that's what he's good at. So it's like Gorpheus gets the self-loathing there, and Gorpheus isn't here to shame him or eat him away with that. He's just trying to, like, they're all gross, fucked up creatures in this universe. And Gorpheus just wants, like, Gorpheus doesn't win unless everybody else wins.
Gorpheus, give me an action roll here.
I'll just do a sway. A sway or a tune would be fine, I think, but it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I think either one of those. Doctor, if you want to do Doctor.
Oh, let's do Doctor here.
Give me a controlled great Doctor roll.
That's a 2.
Oh, God. We are really bottling these easy fucking gimme rolls, huh?
A controlled 2, you're blocked or you falter. Press on and try a risky approach. Or realize that you just aren't going to get through to him.
I think I press on with a bit of a more magical infused approach to try to use that to reach him.
Yeah, so I think what that means is, like, as you are able to catch up to him as he's rolling away. You are able to try and patch him up, but he is pushing back at you. He is fighting you as feebly as he can, not allowing you to tend to his physical wounds. So give me a risky skill roll.
It would have been so funny if he just went, no, and you're like, all right.
I know.
I'm trying to save you.
I know,
but I still don't like you.
Give me a risky great roll. Can still potentially have great effect if you can.
Let's go. This has to work. Okay, that's 2 6s. That's a cool.
That is a crit. Don't forget to give yourself a gambit for that as well, because that was a risky roll. As you connect with your Bra Rahim and you open yourself up to him spiritually, you share your own shame with him. He stops trying to fight, and he just hugs you, Gorpheus. He just hugs you tightly. He hugs you like a brother.
Yeah, I mean, I hug back tightly with my little arm and just, like, pat his head a little bit and pull him closer.
But then you try to pull away and he's still hugging you.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's, like, mostly fine. I just try to position him in a way that I'm sort of carrying him, and then I go to the ship and, oh, fuck.
Gorpheus, where's Jerry?
I forgot Jerry.
And then you run back out to the battlefield, grab Jerry, and bring him back to the ship.
Yeah. Yes.
You brought your Bra Rahim, but not Jerry? Gorpheus.
I don't know. We had a moment. We hugged.
When you go back out to get Jerry, you see Choss is still on the ground, and he's like, I still hate you. I haven't learned anything from this. I'm gonna keep coming after you, or my name isn't Choss.
Look, Choss, I would love to help you, but it just doesn't feel like it's my place. It's It's really Cypher. You're kind of Cypher.
You tell Cypher. You tell Cypher. I haven't learned anything from this. I'm still me, and I'm gonna get him, and I'll eat his bones. I heard that from Razor. I'll eat his bones.
Yeah, I know, and you know it's bad. What are you doing?
I know it's bad, but just tell Cypher anyway, okay?
I don't think. Look. Dude, you've got to move on, man. This is not healthy.
No, I can't hear you. Just tell Cypher I haven't changed. I'm gonna eat his bones.
Okay, I will let him know. I come back with Jerry.
But Cypher doesn't have bones. Does he know he's an herbot?
I can't hear you. I'm not listening.
Hey, Cypher, I think Joss really wants like one of those moments. I don't know if you wanted to give that to him or...
No, I'm good.
No, yeah, I kind of figured...
He'll be back.
Look, Razor was just so pathetic that I didn't mean to give him a moment, but he needed it, you know?
So you guys have regrouped on the Unicorn 21. Doing all right, though you've rescued the Banshee and Jerry, but they both seem out for the count. Like they're not really going to be able to help you out.
All right, so first order of business. I refuse to call this ship the Unicorn 21.
I was thinking the Phoenix 14. Obviously, we're not retiring the 13, but now we have 2 ships.
I suppose you're right. I guess it is the Phoenix 14 now. All right.
Okay, my concern is if we name this the Phoenix 14, is that either the Phoenix 13 or Phoenix 14 is very quickly going to blow up in a kamikaze attack. And that's my biggest concern.
Well, as long as it's the Phoenix 14, I don't have a problem with that.
You know what your biggest concern should be, Gorpheus, is that you are still in the middle of a war zone with another job still to do.
No, you're right. This is a lot. I'm really getting distracted.
All right, Cypher, fire up the Phoenix 14. We're lifted off.
Okay, we need to go extract that key. I'm wondering, do we want to get the Phoenix 13 involved in this firefight?
I want to fly up to the tower that you said it was at the top of and crash into it.
I love it, Nate. I was hoping you were going to say something along those lines. You power up the Unicorn 21. I'm not calling it anything else.
Yes, well, all right. Phoenix 14 ready for action.
And the Unicorn 21 powers to life this big, heavy spaceship. And you get liftoff off the surface of SB-176. And as you do, as the HNN crews continue to document all of this, you can get readings from the ship's sensors that some anti-aircraft weaponry is trying to scan and lock onto you. But you don't have too far to go to crash into the side of the tallest skyscraper on this asteroid and make your way to the CEO's office. So Cypher, give me an action roll.
I would like to helm a spaceship. My favorite thing to do.
Go.
Yeah, of course. Give me a risky helm roll. And I guess great effect. You're just trying to ram a big spaceship into the side of a skyscraper.
How do you miss?
Yeah, give me a risky great.
Would you say my zapped gives me less effect or no?
I think you have all the capabilities that you need to do this. I don't think any of your injuries are coming into place. And I think enough time has passed that you guys can both get rid of those temporary laughing harms, which I guess in retrospect probably would have made your speech with Razor a little more disturbing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Here goes my roll. 4s down the line.
Triple 4s. Okay. You know what that means. You do it, but there is a consequence. The great effect of this is that you aim yourself to the very top of the skyscraper and you make a direct hit as you just crash this big rig spaceship into the side of it. And when your cargo bay door opens and you can start walking out of it, you find yourself in the penthouse office at the very tip top. The office of Avalon Riot, the CEO of the Guild of Engineers. And when you step off, you see her, a middle-aged woman, brown hair, slicked back and short, very professional looking, very serious face, blue suit, very stylish, very expensive. She's sipping from a cup of coffee, sitting at her desk at the far side of the room from you all. She says, "Well, hello there. I've been expecting you since I heard the initial reports from Teal that you had come to give us warning about an attack on our little slice of asteroid here. So generous of you to do so."
Yeah. Wes, why are you expecting us? It's kind of weird.
Well, we were warning. So I look around hastily. Is the any obvious sign of what we're looking for? This key?
Yeah, you see a big crystalline key sitting on her desk right in front of her, being used as a paperweight to hold down a number of official-looking business documents.
So why'd you assume we'd come to you?
Well, frankly, I am the most important person on this asteroid. I do not say that from any sort of unearned pride or arrogance. It is simply the fact of the matter.
Can we start to approach her?
Yeah, she makes no attempt to stop you. You're able to walk up right to her desk. And she invites you to sit down at a trio of very comfortable looking chairs that are in front of her.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sitting down.
I think you know why we're here, he says with a sly smile.
Yes, I think I do too. And she turns her computer monitor around to show you the screen, and it shows pictures of the three of you. And it has some write-ups about each of you, your personalities, your accomplishments. You see that there are brief summaries of the various jobs that you have done. The Grand Faraniki, the various dealings with the Agony, the shootout on Shemaya, everything that you have done.
Okay, that's us.
All right. That's all of the recent stuff, but do you have the old stuff?
This is the noteworthy stuff, that which my research team felt it was necessary for me to know prior to our meeting. And in fact, and she hits a few keypads and a picture of the hegemonic mother appears.
Oh, shit.
I understand that you are associates of the Cult of the Seekers, led by the hegemonic mother, who I have had business dealings with in the past about this. And she taps the crystalline key.
So, what are your thoughts on them, by the way?
My thoughts are that this is something valuable that she wants. I offered to sell it to her at a price that I thought was reasonable, but which she felt was insulting, and that was the end of our business dealings. And I see that has brought the three of you here, a trio of bounty hunters. Tell me, do you feel pride in your work, being hired to collect a paperweight?
That is quite a loaded question, and that isn't the only things that we do in general.
I mean, we actually we stopped your Urbot operation, so that was pretty morally upstanding to do because that was messed up what you were doing, Miss Fancy Pants.
Morality. Doesn't that just get in the way of business?
Sometimes.
That's what evil people say.
That is what wealthy people say. And I'm sorry, but I believe this does conclude our meeting. And she flips a switch on her desk. The key, flips on a pivoting trap door kind of thing. It flips over and gets locked in this big heavy desk. And then you see Avalon Riot rising from the other side of the desk. And you see that connected to her very nice suit-wearing torso is a cybernetic spider body.
She's got a second phase!
What?
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.